Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first annual Raj Open Mic Comedy Night. I'm here with my associate Spencer Hazlett, and we're here to really give you an enchanted evening. Faisal, I can't.
Okay. We have 20 minutes.
Dude,
we have 20 minutes and we're gonna be there.
I'm trying. Okay. All right. Let's just do it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. This is the first annual Raj Open Mic Comedy Night. I'm here with Spencer Hazlett. I'm Aiden Woods, and we've got some great people for you tonight. We've got some great music, and I am super excited to put this show together for you.
But wait, Aiden has to take a fucking shower before we get there. So
dude,
we're gonna be 30 minutes late to an hour.
You're making this take longer than it fucking needs to by doing all this shit.
I'm just telling the fucking truth right now. We're gonna be late to this fucking thing. And we're always late to it, because you're always the last one there.
Oh my god. Dude, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry. Can we just... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first annual Raj Open Mic Comedy Night! We've got a great show for you here tonight. We've got several very brave first-time comedians coming up here, and we've also got some musical acts for you, so get ready for those. Okay. We gotta see what Faisal wrote for us. He says, dude, you don't know it? Just shut the fuck up. Spencer and Aiden fighting, rolling around the stage. Dude, we already did that. They look stunned. Oh, what are you? Skip ahead. Give me that. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Read this. Spencer unzips his shirt, starts rubbing his nipple. What's that? Wait a second, okay. Let's just skip past that. Spencer takes off his clothes and does a triple backflip into the audience. What? Are you gonna do it?
Write this.
Well, it seems like they want it.
What's up? Just reading.
Okay, fuck.
Spencer puts on a pair of Skechers, dips himself in a vat of oil,
what?
And slides down the cinema floor?
Who wrote the...
Wait.
Spencer takes book. Who wrote this? Faisal.
Basil.
What?
This is not funny. Are you fucking with us?
This is a comedy night. This is supposed to be funny.
Just do the thing. I wrote it down. You told me to fucking write it.
Well, it's not good, Basil. All right, well. All right, since what Faisal wrote for us was complete horseshit, let's just kind of start this thing. So we're gonna have some people who have never done comedy before up here. So this is gonna be embarrassing for not just them, but every single one of us.
So yeah, just keep your expectations low, but we're gonna have a fun time here and just try to enjoy the show. So first up to bring this comedy night in with a bang, we have Arrow the Prophet to perform one of his hit singles. Here you are, Arrow the Prophet, everybody.
I need everyone to get on your feet. Yeah, okay. Let's get it. Just refresh my voice real quick. Yeah, let's go. Bob, black sheep, pull up in a black Jeep, cruising downtown, got some models in the backseat, running laps around these schools, got them competing in and track me. I went and crashed the coupe, but I just laughed and called a taxi. Yeah, talking shit, or me pull up to his place, catch me hanging out with Marshals, cause he whips him out of space. Got this dude acting tough, tell him go and keep his face, but he gon' act like a tree fall as the color leaves his face. Keep all 10 on the ground, take my feet, and I lock it, yeah. Dummy ass bitches acting all out of pocket, yeah. Pull up to his spot, hit him square in his socket, yeah. When we hear the sirens, we blast off like a rocket, yeah. Speaking about a rocket, I pull up in the spaceship, wasted. Never catch me reppin' no fake shit. Dissing on my music, saying this so tasteless. Catch a homie lacking, you can watch him get his face kicked. 1, 2, 3, 4. People knocking at my door. If they acting funny, knock them out quick and watch the snore. Leave him on the ground, his new bed is the floor. You know I always bring my guns when I'm about to go to war. Man, I'm tired of these bitches, think I need to get some sleep. Man, I can't stand these bitches, think I need to take a seat. Why did chicken cross the road? Cause his homies on the street. I ain't talking about a state. When I say I want some beef, yeah, rapping so fast, but I'm running out of time. 3 bad bitches, got them all in a line. I'd be in jail, getting money was a crime. I was 6, afraid of 7, cause 7 ain't 9. Pop, black sheep, pull up in a black Jeep, cruising downtown, got some models in the backseat, running laps around these fools and got me peeking in and tracking. I went and crashed the coupe, but I just left and called a taxi. Yeah, talking shit, watch me pull up to his place, catch me hanging out with Marshals, cause he whips him out of space. Got this dude acting tough, tell him go and keep his pace, but he go act like tree to fall as the color leaves his face. Getting this spread, now I do what I want to. Don't think about the past, but I'm worried what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this song is hot, but George Bush was my debut. But when you hear that bye-bye, you know it's a breakthrough. I never ever beg, you never catch me on my knees unless I'm talking to the one and only. Fuck what you believe, I don't associate with nothing unless you're talking about degrees. And I swear to God, I know there's no holes in cheddar cheese, but I'll put a hole in your teeth and I ain't talking a cavity. I say I'm down to earth, but that's only cause there's gravity. I've got a nice side, but you won't get that out of me. But I'll sing for a girl cause I'm in love with their anatomy. Cruising down the street and I'm riding in a Rover. Got more luck than a 4-leaf clover. Drunk off this life so you know I'm never sober. I be stacking this dope like my first name was Homer. Bob, black sheep, pull up in a black Jeep, cruising downtown, got 2 models in the backseat, running laps around these fools. I got competing in a tracking. I went and crashed the coupe, but I just left and called a taxi. Yeah, talking shit, watch me pull up to his place, catch me hanging out with Marshals cause he whips him out of space. Got this dude acting tough, tell him go and keep his space, but he gon' act like a tree to fall as the color leaves his face. Hey! Oh shit, it's Benny.
Give it up for Arrow the Prophet.
Well, it's gonna be hard to top that, but hopefully everybody's rolling and ready to go for our first comedian of the night.
Hold up, did he not know this was a comedy show?
I thought it was pretty funny.
All right, so, we had a really hard time deciding just who should be the first Joker of the night. And, I was really thinking there's just one guy who I'd really love to prove to the world just how funny he is. We're going to have Faisal up here as the very first comedian. That's right. All right, Faisal, show us what you got, all right? Don't choke.
Hey. Thank you. So y'all heard about that new UFO shit? Yeah? Okay, so apparently for like the past 10 years, a bunch of Navy pilots have just been like constantly seeing these fucking chrome things. Like some of them are shaped like blimps, some of them are shaped like saucers, and they'll just be floating like over the water, just like in restricted areas that they're not supposed to be. And then they'll like go up to them and then they just fucking zoom off. So there was this one instance where they caught one on radar and infrared. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it sounds legit to me. And it was just sitting in one spot, and then it zoomed off. Less than 5 seconds later, they found the same object 60 miles away. So, yeah, what the fuck? What's that all about? That ass, I forgot what I was gonna say next, so I gotta pull this up. I knew it was gonna happen. Give me a moment. Thank you. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so only just recently, the US government was all like, oh yeah, we have no idea what's going on. We don't know what that is. We have no clue. And they said, their words here, yeah, these things kind of have some unusual flight characteristics. Yeah, I would agree it's a bit unusual for something to be in one place 1 second, and then less than 5 seconds later, 60 miles that way. Yeah. Unusual flight characteristics. But anyway, I do have a theory as to what's actually happening here. So some people think it's like China. Some people think it's Russia testing out some new technology or some shit. I don't believe it. I think it's aliens. But I don't think there's actually aliens here. Let me demonstrate for a second. Okay, so y'all can see this? So what I'm thinking is some aliens got some like super advanced like laser pointers, and they're just like fucking with us. So like the ship will be over here, and then we'll go look for it, and then they just like move it. And it's like, oh shit, it's over there now, and then they just move it back. So we're all kind of just like some motherfucking cats, like chasing this shit, and that's how I got that idea. I've actually been watching my girlfriend's cat for this past week. His name's Bentley. He's a sweet little black cat, and oh my god, he's the sweetest little boy. But he loves chasing laser pointers. He's a cat. But yeah, so he likes to be up in like the middle of the night, which is great for me because I'm like essentially nocturnal at this point. I'm just up all night, all the time. But when I do eventually go to bed, go to sleep, I'll wake up like 3-4 hours later to this dude just like kneading, just like on my ass. And like, it wakes me up, but it doesn't really bother me. It's like getting like a nice massage from like just a little man. It's like pretty nice. But then he'll start like shimmying his way down my leg, and then he'll just bite my foot. And at that point, I'm in full panic mode. Like, it is fight or flight. So, and I can't flee because I want to go back to sleep, so I'm not gonna get out of the bed. So I just start. And usually that'll get him off for the moment. But yeah, also I forgot where I was going with that, so I'm gonna have to pull this up again. I appreciate your patience, you guys are great. Thanks. Oh yeah, he's a great alarm clock though, I'm so bad at waking up in the morning, I sleep through alarm clocks all the time. And that's the fucking worst thing ever, is because you haven't even woke up yet and you already fucked up your whole day. You weren't even conscious for it. And I think that's about all I had written. Oh no, wait, no, I got one more. I got one more for you. You know, some people are like afraid of like cats, because you know, oh, when I was a kid, I got scratched by a cat, so I don't fuck with cats anymore. Well, you know, when I was a kid, I was bullied by a black kid. So, where does that lead us here? Thank you all very much.
Wow. What a guy. That's all I can say. All right, well, that was quite the start, I'd say. And now things will get even more interesting. We actually have a surprise edition. As of today, we have Kennedy Wilbur joining us up here from Parts Unknown. No idea what to expect, but she's going to show us what she's got.
The only woman that will embarrass herself up here. Is this tighten? There it is.
A little tall for me. Okay, all right. I actually go by a couple things. I go by Kennedy, I go by Maraschino Cherry on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram. I also go by the neighborhood whore. Yeah, so I have a really interesting family who says a lot of interesting things. We're very open with one another. Yeah, it's like fuck this, fuck that. You know, we don't really care. It's very open. That's how it be. So my brother and I were in the car. How many of you know Chris? My brother Chris? Yeah, that's right. That's my little brother. That's my brother. And yeah, the song Gorilla by Bruno Mars came on. How many of you know Gorilla by Bruno Mars? Yeah. So that song came on, and this kid turns to me. Let me demonstrate this. This kid turns to me while I'm driving, and he says, every time he says jungle, I think of pubic hair. Never did I ever think that would come out of my 16-year-old brother's mouth, but it did. So yeah. I went to Applebee's with my grandma the other day, and we get along for the most part, but how many of you know Applebee's? Fuck yeah. Fucking love it. That 2 for $22 deal, am I right? Oh yeah. Yeah. So I was at Applebee's with my grandma, and we disagree about a lot of things, but generally we get along. It's Lynette. I know you know Lynette, yeah. So I was actually quite surprised. She was telling me about how her friend was texting her about anti-gay stuff, and my grandma was like really standing up for like the LGBT community. I was really proud. And yeah, happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Happy Pride Month. And yeah, so she was like, yeah, we were on the subject, and she was talking to me, and she was like, yeah, you know, my church actually flies the pride flag. And I was like, oh, really? That's really great. That's awesome. That's amazing, actually, you know? And she was like, you know, you should really come visit sometime. And I was like, I'm not really a church person. Yeah, I don't really do that. And she was like, oh, come on, like, I think you'll find what you need there. And I was like, Granny, there's no better time to tell you this. I'm not a Christian. And she said, that's sad. And then after she took a second to process that, she crawls halfway across the table. She looks me dead in the eyes and she says, you can be gay, you can be transgender, but if you come out to me as a Scientologist, I will shoot you. Yeah, that whole Applebee's turned and looked at me. I was cackling so hard. So my best friend Sarah, hi Sarah, and I were driving down Lake Road one day, and I don't know where we were going, but you know that family diner over by Papacitos and Beer, that like really kind of like shaggy looking one? Well, there's like we were at a stoplight like right there, and I was trying to read what the sign said at the the little like diner, and I was like squinting. I was like, what the fuck does that say? Trying to decipher. I couldn't. And I looked at Sarah all confused, and I was like, Buckuplorian. I was pointing at the sign, and she looks at me and she's like, it's Buckle Up Lorraine, dumbass. That's her favorite pet name for me, actually. It's really endearing. I have the most fucked up dreams that out of anybody that I know. A lot of times I wake up and you know that phase where it's like, you know, you're like in between like states of being and you're just, what is it? No, it's not paralysis. It's like where you're just like in that like fog and you like don't know what year it is or like who you are. And so I like to write down my dreams during that stage. So I'd like to share a couple with you that I had. These are straight from my notes. I didn't edit them. These are straight from what I said in my notes. At a party, period, get roofied, party, or period. Wake up and confront the guy who did it. MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, takes care of it and beats the shit out of him. Machine Gun Kelly and I fuck in the school bathroom with a used condom. We become a thing and he's weary of dating a fan. We get immersed into an EMT training session where a building falls onto civilians. The end. That was the end of that one. Then my second one was Machine Gun Kelly kickball. Strongest alcohol ever. Got pissed at my mom and packed all of my things, including an uncashed check. Machine Gun Kelly dabs me up. So, next. My ex-boyfriend was one of the funniest men that I've ever met in my entire life. I say was as if he's not here. He's definitely here. He's just, he's not here, but he's in Utah. I was explaining to him that I really wanted a squatty potty. You know those things that like position your asshole the right way so you can shit the right way? Yeah, I really wanted one of those. Very pro bowel movement over here. And so I mentioned that I wanted one of those to him, and he looks at me and he says, Kennedy, I don't want to poop in a pan. And he was under the impression that it was like something you like put on the floor and you like, it was like a bucket that you like shat in. So, such a goober. Yeah, I was recently in the psych ward. Get you a girl who has grippy socks. Ew. But seriously, if anyone's interested, I am single and ready for someone to spit in my mouth. Thank you so much. You guys are great.
Wow, very nice to see some female representation on the mic. Everybody give it up for Kennedy. We didn't think we were going to have any, so it's nice to at least get one. All right, so next up is a fellow who's very near and dear to our hearts, but he's a real wise guy, so you better watch out. He's slick behind the camera, he's deadly on the wrestling mat, but how will he fare on the big stage? I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's welcome Benicio Callo to the stage.
Jesus Christ, there's a lot of you fucking people. Oh, what is up? Oh my goodness, it's fucking amazing to see all of you here. This is crazy. Do you guys realize we rented a fucking movie theater in our hometown and we're doing a stand-up comedy show? This is fucking crazy. So I want to say congratulations to Spencer, Faisal, and Aiden. This is fucking sick. If I can ever get this fucking bottle open, Jesus Christ. All right, there we go. All right, so Aiden is a guy that I didn't really know him much, but the first time I found out about him or I ever really interacted with him was on the 8th grade DC trip. Yeah, fucking 13-year-olds on a bus in our nation's capital. What the fuck? Why do they think that was a good idea, ever? Yeah, 13-year-olds. Let's take them to where fucking people do business and officials elect people. Yeah, that sounds perfect. They could buy a shit ton of merch that just says DC. Great. That sounds like a good idea. Write that down. But the first time I met Aiden, we were at the Ronald Reagan Center, and we were getting lunch. And things are bustling. It's a whole bunch of 13-year-olds running around. And we end up at this place called Flamers. Now, Flamers just served American food, just your typical hot dogs, chicken sandwiches, cheeseburgers, whatever. So, I'm with my boy Anthony, and we're at the front of the line. And Aiden's a little bit behind us, and things are rushing. So, we get our food, and we're ordering, and we get to we're about to pay with our fucking $7. I think, what do they give us, $7? A $5 and a $2 fucking bill? What the fuck? All right. So I go to pay with that, and I look back at Aiden, and he goes, yeah, can I just get a plain chicken sandwich? And this little Hispanic lady goes, what kind of plain you want? And he goes, and the look on Aiden's face, he goes, what kind of, and I was just like, I'm sorry, and I had to fucking pay. That's one of the first memories I have of Aiden. Now Faisal, it was Halloween one year, and we were on the bus, and somebody goes, hey yo, a red Power Ranger just puked everywhere. And I said, what the fuck? I was in the back of the bus, I didn't know what was going on. So we go to get off the bus at school, and I look to my right, and there's just a puddle of puke. It was just a puddle of puke. And it was like 2 weeks later, I was sitting on the bus next to this kid. He's across from me, and I go, hey man, what's up? He's like, hey. I was like, what's your name? He's like, Faisal. And I was like, wow, what kind of name is that? Saudi Arabian. What? He goes, yeah, I puked on the bus a couple weeks ago. And I said, oh, nice to meet you, Faisal. That's how I met Faisal. One of the earliest memories I have of Spencer is we were at a YMCA birthday party. We were like 8, and Spencer runs up to me in these DC plaid skate shoes. He got so much ass back then, I swear to God, Spencer. He's always gotten so much ass, but Jesus Christ. Spencer, when you were in your Nike phase and like your elite phase, dude. So Spencer comes running up to me and he goes, race ya? And then he just runs away. And then I was like, oh, you won. Congrats. But yeah. This is my comedy. Sorry, you paid $2 fucking. What do you expect? This is our first time. This is our first time doing comedy. So I'm Benny, by the way. My name's Benicio. And hello, folks. And if you don't know me, I have IBS, which stands for I be shitting, because it basically means my stomach goes blood all the time, whenever. I had a landscaping job with Spencer last summer. If you have IBS, tip, don't fucking landscape. Your stomach, just don't. So, I've never had a girlfriend, believe it or not. Yeah, I know, oh, you're so fucking handsome. No, at first I thought it was the gals that I was talking to, because I was like, One night, for example, I had just gotten Waffle House with this girl. We went out to Medina, and I buy her Waffle House, and we go back to her house, and we're sitting in her room. And I'm sitting on her bed, and we're just talking. It's like 11:45. And just sitting there, and I look at her, and we're talking, and I look back, look down at my phone, and I look up, and there's a fucking rugby ball right in front of my fucking face. Hits me in the lip, she busts my fucking lip because she just took her lacrosse ball and just boom, right at my fucking mouth. I swear to, I have pictures, some of you have probably seen it. I posted it everywhere. I'm still salty. That happened like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm still salty about it to this day. So I was like, all right, strike one. Fuck that. And then just at school dances, I've never like had a girlfriend or brought anyone. Just because I like didn't know how. And I was like, lightning strikes twice. Like, what the fuck? And after a while, I was like, oh, it's me. It's me. It's what the fuck am I doing? My boys have talked to me about it. They're like, dude, what are you fucking stupid? What? Go out and get a fucking girlfriend. So I'm working on it. But But yeah, that's me. Some of you don't know. I work at a fellow northwestern grocery chain. Some of you might know. I don't want to say the name, but it starts with an M. And you get a couple weird customers there. For example, I work in the garden center, so it's kind of like just the sporting good and garden center section. And this dude, one day, he comes up to me, he goes, mind you, he's in a fucking cart, and he goes, well, I suppose y'all don't have no firearms now, do you? And I said, no, sir, this is a grocery store. He says, damn. So no ammunition or nothing? I said, sir, what the no. And he goes, damn, well, I heard you could get everything here, but apparently not. I was like, what the fuck? And he rolled away. Fucking prick. That's like going to a shoe store and being like, hey, can I get a truck? It's like, no, there's paperwork. When you buy a fucking gun, there's paperwork to buy a fucking truck. You don't, no. But yeah. This is fucking crazy. Sorry, I got fucking dry mouth, if you know what I mean. Probably gonna end my set here pretty soon. I don't know what else to say. Also, I probably noticed I've been talking in the mic really loud. Sorry, it's just me being paranoid too. But Keen, what the fuck is up, dude? I haven't seen you all summer. You've just been working. You're like fucking SpongeBob. Working all the time. Boy, oh boy, I get to go to work. I can't miss a day of work. With your fucking glasses. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's been my time. Thank you very much.
God damn. Good job, Benny. All right, next up, we got someone who has a couple issues that you don't have to deal with on a regular basis. It's Mario Benjamin. He's, what even are you? You play bass for this band? No. Guitar. Yeah, okay. Mario plays the guitar. Mario's up next. Give us a round of applause.
Why is the mic like this? I already fucked things up and I was just here for 5 seconds. Hi everyone. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. I'm sorry for cussing, and please don't arrest me. I love you guys.
All right, well, thank you so much, Mario. Mario was a little nervous today, but I think he really did a great job up here. And I've just been informed that we actually have another surprise guest tonight. Spencer, could you tell me a little bit about this guest?
You just asked me 2 minutes ago while Mario was performing. He's a grunky little fella. A lot of you probably see him walking around looking grunky. It's Nick Trinsky. Come on up here, tell a little story, my fella.
What up? I'm Nick. You might know me. I'm your local degenerate of society. You know, like one of those like high functioning ones that like go to work, but you look at him, it's like, I don't want to talk to that guy. Like, he's just kind of looks dirty, doesn't, you know what I'm saying? But like, you guys probably look at me and you're like, this guy's high as fuck. I'm gonna tell you a little story of why the fuck I don't smoke. Wait, can I cuss? Is that allowed? All right, cool. Because I cuss way too much. So this is why I don't smoke weed anymore. All right, so me and two buddies had the great idea to go, let's go smoke at Maw Needing. Of all places of Amherst, Maw Needing. What? Fuck you. So anyways, so we go to Maw Needing. You guys ever took child development, by the way? Anyone? You remember the story where it's like, oh, we ripped the child's head off and drunk out of it? You guys don't remember that story? All right, so long story short, kid ripped the baby's head off, was drinking out of it and shit. Well, I met that guy. He has a kid. Shit you not, that guy has a kid. He was like, yeah, he picks up bitches. And I'm like, okay. So anyways, he leaves with the kid, and we're like, all right, let's smoke weed. I take like 4 hits of a blunt, zooted. I mean, just obliterated. So, you know, I'm sitting there on the swing for an hour and a half, like just fucking. Guys, try this. It feels like the Skyhawk. Right? So that goes by. I call my brother-in-law. I'm like, yo, I'm high as fuck. Pick me up. He's like, all right, I'll be on my way. Let me pick up my brother. We're home. I'm like, all right. So we're sitting there. I see a car pull up. It's like 11:30. So I'm like, this gotta be him. Car pulls around the parking lot. It's by the pool, by the way, if that makes sense. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's gotta be it. So I'm sitting there, car pulls around, someone gets out of the passenger seat. I'm like, Tyler. No response. So I'm walking. You know how there's that single fucking light in the random hallway? So I'm like, all right, I start walking, gets to the light. I'm gonna demonstrate what I saw. I'm high as fuck, like, here's like normal high, this is where I'm at. I'm walking, I'm like, zombie, and like, we're walking, it's walking this way, I'm walking, I stop, look at the car, just right to the bench, call my brother-in-law, I'm like, dude, zombie in the park. Hurry now. He's like, all right, I'll be there in 15. Then my two buddies come around. And they're like, yo, was that you? And I'm like, no, what was that? And I was like, they're like, I don't know. I was like, was it a zombie? They're like, it could have been. I don't fucking know. So he picks me up. Fucking in and out of sleep. Whole ride there. Just... what's up? Like, just fucking. We get to the house. I see my cousin there. I'm like, shit, my brother's with him. And I'm like, call my sister. Make sure he's not here. He will know. Calls, not there. He meets me at the door. My cousin's like, what did you take? My response, high as fuck. That's it. Walked inside. Sit down on the couch. My sister, like cousin's girlfriend, sitting there playing games. She hands me the controllers, like, play for me, I don't want to anymore. I'm like, do I look incapable of playing this game right now? No. I spun for 45 minutes. Didn't know what I was doing. So, whatever, they leave. They're like, play Fortnite. No. I'm just chilling, running around. This kid, I'm sitting there, I see the kid, I blink for a second, Fortress. I'm like, no, shut the game off. So I'm laying on the couch, and this is like the mind thought I was in right now. This girl sent me a titty pic, right? Out of nowhere, didn't ask. I have a bag of chips on my chest. My response, damn. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Damn. So I wake up in the morning with 2 more bags of chips in a 2-liter. I unlock my phone. There's the titties. Damn. I'm I'm like, shit, sold the bag on that one. And my sister looks at me holding my nephew and was like, did you have fun last night? I'm like, I don't know what I did. Like, where did the food come from? And she was like, I don't know, you were up like all night eating. I was like, well, shit, thanks. And there's like multiple more stories that's like billed to me stop smoking weed, but now I'm known as like the pothead. So like everyone's like, hey, you got the shit. I'm like, no, I'm about to go to work, man. I don't have shit. Go hit something else up. Like, no, I'm good. But like, there's a lot more that like stories are off around like drugs and shit. But I want to like stay away from that because we're gonna keep it PG. Like, fuck, no. Sorry, I'm really parched. I'm kind of like raw dogging the set. Like, I literally text Spencer and said, and I quote, let me raw dog a set, lol. He said, okay. I said, bet, and now I'm here. I don't have any material. I'm just gonna like, I'm working now at like Carvana. I'm known as the retard. Like, they're like, Nick, how'd you miss this? I'm like, I don't know, sir. Like, it's just bad. Like, I'm just missing I also have really crude humor. Like, I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone here or your YouTube. I'm sorry. But, like, it's really bad to the point where they're like, dude, you're oblivious to shit. I'm like, you hired me. They're like, yeah, we shouldn't have hired you on the basis of your looks. And I'm like, yeah, me either. They're like, do you smoke weed? I'm like, no. They're like, you look like you smoke weed. I also did find weed in a car. That was cool. I was sitting there looking at a car. I opened the sun visor. This little paper falls out. I'm like, what the fuck? So I like open it. And there's just like really old crumpled weed like down the center of the paper like a 90-year-old had it. Like, you know when you see like in the old movies where they're like, oh, here's the weed and it's in a paper? It looked like someone's grandpa was smoking weed for the first time and that's how they bought it. It was fucking weird. I went up to my manager and I was like, here, dude, I don't know what you want me to do with this. And he was like, that's shitty weed. I'm like, yeah, I'm the pothead. Okay. But I'm like, yeah, it's shitty weed. But yeah, I got a first tattoo today. That was cool. Me and my dad went. He was like, don't be a pussy, and just left. That's all he said to me. I was like, all right, cool, buddy. I came home. He was like, nice tattoo, and left. Now I'm here. So how's everyone's day going? Like, anything interesting? This. It's an eagle with my last name. Thank you. My 17-year-old brother got the first one. We let him go first. He's the one that picked it too. We're like, all right, fuck it, let the retard go. We're like, we'll let the 17-year-old go first. If it's fucked up, then we won't get it. He got it, it turned out okay, and then we got it, like 2 weeks later. Also, like, I got like a really like fucked up family too. Like I'm raised yeah. So my dad raised three boys, me, my two brothers, and it's just a frat house. It's bad. Like it's just protein and just screaming all the time. What was that? No. Have you ever smelt a protein fart? Times 2. No, not good. It's just always some like weird shit going on. It's just never a normal day. There's always something. My dad threw the microwave today. Why? I'm laying in bed, all I hear is I'm like, what the fuck was that? I walk out, there's like, the microwave won't start. I'm like, all right, what's wrong? He was like, it just won't start. I'm like, okay. He's like, I threw it. I was like, all right, I'm not a mechanic or an engineer or anything like that. But no, that's not how you fix anything. Rapidly throwing it to the ground, no. But he got it to work and made a Hot Pocket, so I was like, you go, buddy. But yeah, like I don't really know anything else more, so I'm just gonna like end the set. So I'm sorry if that was like dog shit, but it's whatever.
Wow. Some real crazy stories today. All right, well, we're coming to the end of our, I guess this is our first half here, and we're going to give you guys a nice little intermission here, and to play us out, we actually have Monkey's Wedding here to play 3 of their wonderful songs for us. So we're going to let them hop up here and get it started.
No offense to anybody, but a lot of people. All right. All right. All right, thanks everybody. Hey everybody! We are Monkey's Wedding, and we've got a great night for you tonight. We're doing some old songs, some new songs. Y'all know how it is.
Here I am like a fool, no idea what I mean to you. Supposed to need it too. Here I am now, where are you? Rain check, you said the sun is out, and now my head is full of doubt. Rain check, you said the sky is clear. What made you wanna disappear? Flowers wilted in my hand. Just wish you'd given me. Is this just happenstance, or did you make other plans? Rain check, you said the sun is out, and now my head is full of doubt. Rain check, you said the sky is clear. What made you wanna disappear? Rain check, you said the sun is out, and now my head is full of doubt. Rain check, you said the sky is clear. What made you wanna disappear? West Side, put us everybody!
Planning for stormy weather. All right, thanks everybody. Great crowd, great crowd. All right, let's go on.
Dial your number, you hang up at the ring. Yeah, but it's cool, no, yeah, I swear I don't mind. Things just get harder, you'll soon come to find. I'm telling the truth, come on, you know I don't wanna lie. If you want the world to burn, you're holding a man. My bucket of water won't drown it down. Don't ask me to help you, this is your silence. Better start soon if you want it to last. Taking the fire from the light in your eyes. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm not good at goodbye. Somebody always, someone always trying. This time I ain't leaving with tears in my eyes. If you want the world to burn, you're holding a knife. My bucket of water won't drown it down. Don't ask me to help you, this is your song. Better start soon if you want it to last.
That one was Match. So I'll give you a little introduction here. My name is Kian Liascos. I am the bass player and lead vocalist of this little zoo we got up here.
And I'm gonna say Chris, and everyone's gonna say Thorson. All right, everyone ready? Chris Thorson! Chris Thorson! Chris Thorson! And that is who I am. You all have. I hope you all know, like, really.
Hey, I'm Wes and I play guitar.
Hi, my name is Mario, and my favorite color is orange.
Yeah, that will be on the test later on. So
Yeah, you will be close.
On your way out the door, they're gonna ask you what Mario's favorite color is. So. What is it again?
Thorson!
Yeah, Thorson. All right. Let's give you another one here. This one's called Obelisk. Why do I love to remember what I wish I could forget? What part of me just can't give it up yet? Go to the woods and try and find a sign, a deep ways down, that sign is found. Stare right at the obelisk. What does this mean? Stare right at the obelisk that haunts my dreams. Stare right at the obelisk. What does this mean? Stare right at the obelisk that haunts my dreams. That one was Obelisk. Now we're gonna give you guys a little fan favorite. This was #1 on our last album. This one is Lunch. I took some time to think about me. Took the time to realize who I am and who are we. And I've come to a conclusion that makes a lot of sense, I think. When I don't like the way things are going, I go ahead and I drink. 'Cause I'm a contributor to loud fantasy. I'd rather see a pretty picture than a harsh reality. And I got my eyes set on you. Yes, I do. Laying right here on the floor, use my feet to block the door from anyone coming in. 'Cause this information is pretty heavy and I wish I knew what to do next. Maybe I'll I'll drive to the doctor's or maybe go and grab some lunch. Haven't eaten in days 'cause I've been thinking way too much about how contributing to my own fantasies. I'd rather see a pretty picture than a harsh reality. And I got my eyes set on you.
All right. Now for our last one here, we're just gonna bring it down a little bit.
We got one more song for you fellas. It's off the new one. It's called December. It's our first single too. We released before that. So
That's right.
Hopefully you guys remember.
I'm just gonna cross leg right here. This one, we're bringing it real low for you. This lighting is terrifying, isn't it? I am kind of tiny. Here, wait. Maybe I can get over on the. I'm not sitting on Trevor's lap. Sorry, Trevor. It's okay. Here we go. This one's December.
Is this a good area?
Yeah, I think it's a good spot. I think it's good. Can you get?
All right, y'all ready?
There she is on my doorstep. Do I let her in? The door's unlocked, but the windows are frozen over. Brings back thoughts of last December. Keep the curtains drawn and turn the lights off. That's who I was then, but now that ain't enough. Her face staring at the door, hands full of things I'm not too sure, but I think they're for me. Take that step to open the door, and when I do, she starts to smile. Keep the curtains drawn and turn the lights off. That's who I was then, but now that ain't enough. The curtains ain't drawn this December. All these thoughts I don't remember. She leaves me fast to finish cleaning. The doors is gone and the windows heating.
Wow. At the end there, a little bit, you guys caught that, right? So we are Monkey's Wedding, and that's all we got for you tonight.
Do y'all want an encore? Do you have anything else?
Yeah, we got
Hold up. You made this mic smell like fucking foreskin.
My bad. Okay, anyway, we got one more for you. Let me know if you know this one.
I'm so
so sorry. We are Monkey's Wedding. Thank you very much. Thank you to Raj for having us tonight. And thank you all of you for getting out of bed.
Give it up for these monkeys.
Wow, what a set. Wow, I don't know if I'm ready to move on from that just yet. Okay, well, that concludes our intermission. Now we've got a few more jokers to send up here for you. And the first is a guy by the name of Chad. Now,
Not Chad yet. Scratch. Get the fuck off the mic. You don't know what's going on. Okay, I just met this man today. I don't know anything about him, all right? And you guys don't know either. But it's probably gonna be funny. Give it up for Nick. Nick, come up here, man.
Chad, you're next. Get ready, Chad.
All right, so you're a lot younger than me, which is weird, but let's see how this goes. 26. So, all right, God bless, go Browns, first of all. All right, so I always hear people like, oh, pray hard for me, you know, I'm going through a lot, and I always think about it, I'm like, well, how hard is that? Because what if you're like one Hail Mary away from saving your aunt? You know, that'd be kind of shitty. You're like, God's like, I needed one more, man. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel that. Alright. Alright, I hear it now a lot. They're like, oh, this is the iPad generation. All the little kids are being babysat by iPads. They're raised by iPads. But I mean, I think that's an improvement because an iPad's never given me Benadryl and tried to touch my penis after I fell asleep. So, whatever. All right, so at work, you know, the pandemic, a lot of people got motivated to make changes. So I was like, oh, it'd be great to have a Biggest Loser competition. You know, I got a lot of people to sign up. We were all, you know, pretty committed for a couple months. And then Chad got very upset when he won, and I had to explain to him it wasn't a weight loss competition. All right. Let me see what. All right, another funny thing, I think it's hairdressers have to go to school for years, but a cop only has 8 weeks of training. And I was thinking maybe cops need more training because a hairdresser's never accidentally shot a black guy before. All right, that's all I got. Have a good night.
Man, we've got some real great surprise guests tonight. I will say that. Okay, now we're going to have Chad. So, you know, as with anyone named Chad, it implies a certain degree of sort of manliness. And I think that this guy really embodies the name Chad more than anyone that could possibly possess it. He sold me tickets to a rated R movie when I was not old enough. So, you know, I hope that he doesn't get in trouble for that one, but here we have Chad Cecil. Get up here, Chad.
I bet you've never seen anybody take these off and their nose got bigger. So my mom asked me when I was walking out the door if they were going to record this, and I didn't know what to say because I'm making a lot of jokes about cum. Anyway, I'm going to start off with a question for you guys. Does anybody know what is a dog's favorite sex position? Who said that over here? Isaac? How the fuck do you know a dog's favorite sex position? That's fucking disgusting. Have you fucked a dog, Isaac? Okay, so I want to give a shout out to the Raj boys, Spencer, Faisal, Aiden. I feel like this shit is absolutely iconic. Can we give a round of applause to them? Thank you, guys. This is my first time doing stand-up. I wouldn't have been able to do it without this, so thank you guys. Like I said, this is my first time doing stand-up. I've only done it sitting down so far. Thank you. So when I was in college, I was a resident advisor. Does anybody know what a resident advisor is? So basically, you're like the babysitter for your floor. You have to answer the kids' questions and be a little resource for them. So does anybody know what a desert jelly is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, somebody knows what a desert jelly is. So for those of you who don't know what a desert jelly is, it's basically shower cum that didn't quite make it to the shower drain. So it kind of just gobs up in the corner. And it's all sticky and shit in the corner. So anyway, this joke is called desert jellies because I was a resident advisor and we had a community bathroom, okay? So as you can imagine, you don't really want to jerk off in your room because you have got a roommate that's always in there at night. So a lot of the kids ended up jerking off in the shower. And one thing about the showers is that my eyes and my residents' eyes are all here, up here. and the shower walls, like the borders between the showers are like down here. So while you're in the shower popping off your desert jellies, you're just making eye contact with naked dudes to your left and naked dudes to your right who are also popping off their own desert jellies. So as you can imagine, lots of desert jellies in the showers. So my first 2 years, I would always wear my Crocs to the shower because I don't want to step in other men's cum, okay? But by your 3rd year of living in this situation, you kind of get used to it. So I kind of ditched the Crocs and started just thinking of it as like a natural moisturizer. I'm kidding. This is a comedy night, I'm kidding. I would never step foot in there without my Crocs. I'm kidding. So anyway, one night, I was in my room sleeping, as I do at 3 a.m., and I hear a pounding on my door at 3 a.m., and this is like in the dorms. I'm like, fuck, dude, somebody's probably dying or like puking or something. So I'm like, fuck, okay. I like look through the peephole, and there's just one dude, Tony, standing there. And so I open the door, and I'm thinking like, what the fuck, Tony? And Tony's like, dude, me and this girl are totally about to have sex right now, but I need a condom. Which, like, that's not a crazy question because we do get condoms to provide for the residents. So I'm like, okay, Tony, I don't have a condom right now, but I can go get you a condom at the front desk, and I'll run back upstairs and I'll slide it under your door for you, okay, Tony? And he's like, okay, man, like, thank you. And I'm like, I got you, good luck, okay? So I legit, like, ran downstairs in my pajamas, go to the front desk. I got him 2 condoms. I run back upstairs. I slid him under his door, and I went back to sleep. So then the next morning, I'm brushing my teeth in the bathroom, and I see Tony get out of the shower. And I'm like, hey, what's up, Tony? How's it going? And he's like, dude, it was amazing last night. And he's like, but dude, did you ever slide that condom under my door? And so my mind's like racing right now, my jaw dropped. I'm thinking, did I put the condoms under the wrong door or something? I'm thinking, I hope he didn't give that girl an STD or something. I'm thinking, I hope he didn't get that girl pregnant. And I was thinking, to be honest, I wish Tony would have just come in the shower and made a little desert jelly instead. Thank you guys, thank you for having me tonight.
Thank you so much, Chad. And thank you for selling me those tickets. All right, so next up, we've got a guy who I've always wanted to see do stand-up comedy. You saw him up here earlier on the drums. That's right, Chris Thorson. Welcome to the stage, Chris. No pressure.
What's up? Okay, so I kind of thought of everything I wanted to talk about right before this, so I kind of have it written down, don't really have it memorized, so I'm gonna probably have to look at that. But anyways, I hope you all are having a great night, and have any of you ever been in marching band? Has anyone of you ever been in marching band? Because, I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit that happens in marching band. I mean, you see motherfuckers doing the craziest shit there. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so there was this one day at band camp. Me and a few buddies decided to go to Subway for our lunch break, you know. Nothing wrong with Subway. Pretty good. Ate a foot-long sandwich. It was good. Anyways, so blah, 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 ate the sandwich, went back to band camp, proceeded to just do band camp things, and then we decided to do something called basic block, which is where everyone lines up in a big-ass square about 6 feet apart from each other, just walking up and down the field, walking up and fucking down the field, listening to Mr. Fucking Oh, he's gonna tell you, all right, guys, we're gonna go straight, we're gonna go left, and then we're gonna go backwards. All right? To my count, like literally like fucking Hitler, man. It was fucking crazy. And I still gotta do that shit this year, man. Anyways, back to the story. So I get back from Subway, and we're doing this basic block thing, and
I have this drum on, and it's pushing up against my stomach. So I'm walking down the field, it's just pushing my stomach. So it's pushing my stomach, and then I'm like, well, shit. I gotta take a shit. So, blah, blah, blah. We had this drum instructor named Mr. Morrow. So I go up to him, I'm like, hey, I need to take a shit. And he's like, all right, well, go. So I'm like, okay. Blah, blah, blah. I'm walking around. I'm trying to find the person who has the key to open up the door that's closest to us, because it's a field. We're not, like, super close to the high school. It's the closest door. The other closest door is the front door, the front lobby. So I'm there, and I'm looking for this person. I'm like, hey, have you seen Mrs. Hey, have you seen Mrs. Everyone's saying no. And then I go up to the last person, and they say, oh, she went home. So now I'm stranded there on this field, having to shit more than ever now, not having anywhere to go. So the only logical thing is run. So I'm straight running. I'm fucking running. Like I'm bolting. I am about to shit my pants in like any second. Like that shit will come out like no fucking tomorrow. Anyways, so I'm running. I get to about where our cafeteria doors are. I sit there and I'm like, I'm gonna shit myself right now. I'm gonna shit myself right here in my fucking pants. Band camp. It's fucking 90 degrees out. Sun's fucking beaming. And then it goes away and I'm like, okay, I just have to make it. I just have to make it. So I'm running. I get to the front door, and I think I'm home free, and then I shit everywhere, all down my legs. It was fucking disgusting. I even took a picture of it. I sent it to some buddies because I always used to make jokes like, "Hey, I shit myself." Well, that time I shit myself. I really shit myself. So I took a picture of the shit, and now here's the worst part. So there are two things wrong now. Number one, I have to tell everyone where I'm at, what I'm doing, and why I'm not back. Number two, my closest ride is about 40 minutes away. So now I'm sitting in front of the high school, mind you. You know, a very main road, street. A lot of people coming in and out. And I see a familiar face. I don't know if any of you know who Austin Franks is. But Austin Franks doing his janitor duty is just doing his job. And I have shit. I'm just like covered in fucking shit. Shit in my fucking shoes and everything. And I'm just looking at him. I don't know what to say. What do I say? Okay, but what would you say? I mean, you got shit all over you. You're looking at someone you barely talk to. He doesn't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. I just say, what's up? He goes, sup? And then goes back to his job. So that story was crazy story. So, okay, fast food. Some of the craziest shit you'll fucking get into working at fast food. Let me tell you, a buddy of mine, we were working, you know, maybe the same person from Mario's story, who also may have been in the same state of mind in this situation. So we were at work, just chilling, talking, nothing wrong. You know, he's a cook, he's cleaning out his fryer, right? You're supposed to always turn the fryer off when you take out the oil, because then it'll start a fire. And that fire can kill everyone in the store. So, this man, being in the state of mind he was, me and him were just talking. And then we hear our boss, Kimmo, going, there's a fire! There's a fire! Oh my God, there's a fire! And then Corey, another coworker of ours, had to run and save this fire from not going everywhere. As I'm standing next to, and the second he hears fire, he knows exactly what he did wrong. He knows exactly what he did wrong. And yes, I'm just saying his name now because it's obvious at this point. But anyways, he's there in huge fire, huge fucking fire, and just is oblivious and literally runs like a cartoon character. I'm talking running super fast and not moving, just staying in place. And I was like, holy shit. And then I'm running over there. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And crazy ass day, you know? Okay,
So there was this one time I was at this this little shindig, you know, people are doing stuff they shouldn't. Anyways, I'm just sitting on this recliner. There's a couch next to me. It's full of people, right? I see this guy who's sitting right next to me on the end of the couch. He's not looking good. It's not looking good for him. So I'm just like, hey, you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, if you need to go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom. Mind you, I don't remember this guy's name. I don't know who this guy is. Probably the only time I ever see him. Blah, blah, blah. We're sitting there. I'm chilling on my phone, and I look over, and I shit you not. He had his fucking jacket open, throwing up in the crevice of this couch. Throw up all over this motherfucker. Fucking soaked. I'm smelling it. I don't know what to fucking do. It's my buddy's house. I'm like, well, shit. Do I tell him? Do I tell him now? Do I ruin his night? Or do I wait? Do I wait till the morning? I waited, obviously. Love that guy. But crazy ass fucking shit. Fucking obliterate. And then he was, after, nothing happened. Acted like nothing fucking happened. Covered in throw up the rest of the fucking night. Crazy. Oh, this one's a little throwback. So, there was this one night. This was around the beginning of me hanging out with some of these boys, and we decided to make a little trip to McDonald's. And so, when we went to McDonald's, you know, just got McDonald's, nothing unusual happened at McDonald's. So then we proceed to leave, and all of us hop in a Mr. Aiden Woods' car. Can we give an applaud to Aiden for this? So, everyone fits in the car but one person, and that one person is Nick Johnson. And Nick Johnson is just in the trunk, you know, nothing wrong. So, we have a few buddies in the car, and we pull out of the McDonald's, nothing wrong, until we hear Joe start screaming. Joe starts screaming, Nick fell out! Nick fell out! Nick fell out! Nick is in the middle of the highway, 58. Nick is in the middle of 58 at around 9:30 p.m., just out of McDonald's, tumbling, lost his beanie and everything. Had to pull right into the church parking lot and pick him up. Acted like nothing happened, then took him right back to my house. So, honestly, guys, again, didn't really prepare much, but thank you guys.
Alrighty, before we get to the last one, give it up for Chris one last time. I'm gonna close out the show, but before I do that, is there any last people who need to tell a story? Who need to get your ass up here, Ron.
Ron Whitman, everybody.
Howdy, folks. All right, so has anyone here ever ridden a motorcycle? Yeah? All right, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. I used to. I had to stop because it was pissing off a lot of people in my family. And it all started when I was with my best bud, Mikey. We went out to go buy this motorcycle, and it's out in bumfuck Egypt, nowhere. I have like no idea where this place is, and like while we're there, we have to like get it in the back of my truck. That's an obstacle. So what we do is Mikey gets like this plank of wood and like a rock or something, and he just like props it up. It sucked. That's the main gist of it, at least. But beyond that, I was thinking about the time that I used to, like everyone up here was talking about like their experiences with drugs and stuff.
So, I used to do drugs, like a lot of drugs, and that culminated in one experience. It's a legal drug. It's called DXM, dextromethorphan. I was using that, and I thought I met God or something. Like, I was talking to the radio, and like, I had no idea what was going on. Like, it was confusing. Like, I was hearing songs that didn't make sense, puzzles, geometry, like random images everywhere. It was pretty scary shit. Beyond that, I had to go into work that next day after I had tripped on 420 milligrams of DXM. And at work, like, that's when it happened. That's when I had no idea what was going on. Like, I was trying to calculate like the circumference of like pi and circles in the pizza, because like I had to like do it exactly like by the book each time. I had no idea what was going on. At that point, like, I run out, I go out the back door of the place, and I sprint into the woods behind the store. And I'm trying to meditate and like recombobulate my marbles and stuff and figure out what's going on. I sit there, I think I'm dying. Like, I'm waiting there to die for about 15 minutes before I see it. Oh shit. Red and blue flashing lights from the side of the road. Like, someone called the cops. And I'm like, oh God, it's happening. Like, it's over for me. My life is over. So I'm figuring, okay, I gotta get up. I gotta get out of this woods here. I gotta go face the music. And so I get up there. No, actually, I walk in back through the back of the pizza place, and Mikey, I work with him at Domino's. He's up there. And I just say, like, hey, is my ride here? And he's like, yeah. He looks at me, he's so afraid. And so I go out there, and my mom is parked out there, and she's like, what the hell are you on? What are you doing? And so I get in there, and they take me to the hospital. I spend a lot of time there. I got the grippy socks that Kennedy was talking about. Those, I still got them. I kept my pair. I got my green ones. What color do you got? Blue? That's a good choice. Yeah, not my favorite color. But, like Mario said, my favorite color is orange, actually. That's a good choice.
Hey, you remember?
Yeah, of course. It was on the test.
Yeah.
You told me it was going to be on the test. Oh. Beyond that, I got another buddy named Ryan Turley. Now, this kid is something else. He's like, I think of him like a little bit like a monk or like a caveman or something. Like, I don't know how to describe it. He's like beyond explanation. But we're in 7th grade, and we're at lunch, and he brought Pop-Tarts that day. He brought a cold lunch, and he brought Pop-Tarts. Now, so there's something about our lunch period. It was monitored by this woman named Mrs. I don't know if you know her. But she was not a very kind woman. She did not like Ryan. Ryan did not like her. And one day, Ryan gets the bright idea at lunchtime, and he pulls out his little packet of Pop-Tarts, and he starts smashing them on the table like a fucking madman. Just over and over again, just pounding them into dust. At that point, Mrs. comes over, and she says, what the hell are you doing? Every day at lunch, Ryan would bring the trash can. It was on the wheels, and he would pull it over to our table, and we would just like throw shit into it. We would make like little like concoctions where we'd mix stuff up at lunch, and we would dare each other to eat it. One time, I dared my friend David to snort hot chili Cheeto dust, whatever it's called. He did it. And he sneezed and like his glasses flew off. Oh. Beyond that, one time I had a party at a barn with my buddy Mikey again. And it was his graduation party. He was having a good time. And beyond that, he decides to have a little bit of a drink. A couple of drinks, more than a few. And he vomits profusely into a bucket. all over. And while that's happening, my other friend, Julia Houtland, is like sitting there just like stroking his hair, trying to like get him to come to. It didn't really come to. Beyond that, I think that's all I brought for my set today.
All right. Well, we're coming to the end here, and I just want to say I'm so sorry, Nick, for allowing you to fall out of the trunk of my car. It was a 1996 Jeep Cherokee, and the back latch was a little frumped up, so... and it was not the highway, also, so that makes it a little better. It was not the highway. It was not! You're literally lying. There was no traffic. Not one car. Not one. But he's okay. He's okay. He's okay. He's fine. All right. So to bring it home here, we got one last act. And it's someone you all know extremely well, someone that's extremely near and dear to my heart. We have Spencer Hazelet to round the night out. Spencer, bring us home. This is a comedy show, Owen, and you're heckling me. Alrighty. Holy shit. You guys actually came to this? Just a couple things I want to get out of the way. I saw this YouTube video. I'm going to need everyone to get really quiet. And can you guys all crack your knuckles on 3, please? 1, 2, 3. That was so cool. That was so cool. All right, here's another thing. Everyone, look to your left. Look to your right. Look behind you. Look at someone that you have never seen before. But remember these people, because we don't know if this is happening again. But no, but seriously, everyone, thank you for coming out. This is a couple weeks of trying to get things all together, trying to get this band all here, and all the time we all got to call off work. We all did it. We just did a bunch of stuff to make this happen, and I'm so glad you guys all came out. You guys all paid $2, and I really appreciate you guys, really, honestly. Thank you. But I'm so glad everything's opening back up. It's been such a depressing year for everybody. People can get their jobs back and shit. Like movie theaters, I'm so glad they opened up so mass shooters can finally have their jobs back again. But there really is hope in these depressing times, really. They made a vaccine in that 1 year. Just by like raise of hands or a woo! Show me that. Did you get vaxxed? Who got vaxxed here? Oh my God. Y'all up there in the second row didn't get vaxxed? Y'all better take a shower before you see your grandma tonight. The vaccine is a blessing, though. We could do bullshit like this now.
They made that potion in a fucking year crazy, right? But AIDS? They're really just gonna skip over that one for real? Is that funny? Is that funny? I need to know. This is my first time. Owen, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. You're so annoying, Owen. Hold up, can we get a fuck you, Owen? On 3? 1, 2, 3, fuck you, Owen! Now don't say a damn word. My friends tell me that I should write down some of the things I say, because they think it's funny and they want me to say it up here, but to them I ask, are you hosting a book burning? Some of this shit ain't funny. But, speaking of book burnings, I'm pretty uncultured, honestly. I'm white. I grew up with a white family. I just don't think I'm very cultured. I need to get out there more. But I just learned that there's different types of Jewish ethnic divisions, or flavors, as I heard a professional say. Flavors. But thinking about it, these different flavors of Jews are kind of like astrology, like, ooh, I'm such an Ashkenazi, am I right? No, but seriously though, I'm really not that cultured. These are just jokes, but I'm not proud of saying this either, but I asked my black coworker if he wanted to use my sunscreen. What? Oh my God. I think you're the only black person here, Michaela. You guys actually need sunscreen? Why was he telling me he didn't need sunscreen? It was so bright out, Michaela. But I don't say the right things at times, but I really try to listen to the big social issues and injustices, Black Lives Matter, Free Palestine, free the nipple. But there's really there's other pressing issues I want to talk about today. I don't know if you guys seen this, but how are all of these Puerto Rican children getting Angry Birds tank tops? Am I the only one who's seeing this? Somebody's got something to do with this. I swear. It's been 10 years since Angry Birds came out, and these tank tops are still in circulation. What the fuck? Oh my God. Systematic oppression, am I right, fellas? All right, I have a kind of personal question for each and every one of you out there. Raise your hand if you like your mom more than your dad. Now raise your hand if you like your dad more than your mom. Seems like most everyone likes their mom better. Few people like their dads better, which I think is crazy, because my dad is one wild man. The only vacation that I ever took with him was one of his AA meetings. I got the souvenirs and shit. Some weird bald guy gave me like a chocolate bar. Could have been a pervert anonymous as well. I don't know. But frankly, that's my time. Richie, get up here. Play us out. Play everybody out. Thank you everybody for coming. This was a beautiful time. Aiden?
Again, thank you so much to everyone who showed up. This is a better turnout than we ever would have possibly imagined. We're very sorry we had to reschedule, but this is something we'd love to do again, so let us know if you'd like to have another annual Raj Open Mic Night. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We love you so much. This has been the first annual Raj Open Mic Comedy Night. Thank you everyone so much for coming here tonight. Richie, take us away.